Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the channel. My name is Rick. This is Retro Rebuild 519. Um, this video tonight is going to be a shorter one because I just wanted to update you on what I did tonight, and it's not going to be too long of a video, so bear with me. And again, it's unedited, so for all the critics out there who think this is easy, um, should try it. But anyways, with that said, let's move forward. Today, I tried to. When I came home, I took out the panels in the back seat area, where the upper seat belts are, and where all the speakers are. So I'll give you a little peek of that. You can see in here, they're all gone now. So the car is like, I'd say the car is pretty well like 75% stripped out now. And the reason why we're stripping out the whole car again is to look for rust and try and repair as much rust as possible. I'm going to be putting in new floor panels right from the front to the back, and I mean that's basically the biggest issue that I have right now is the floors. The floors are pretty bad, but that's not a big deal. I mean, to someone that really doesn't know a lot about it, I'm sure it looks like a big deal, but um, as I do more research into it and talk to people, it's not really all that big deal. All you do is cut them out, and you can buy the kits, and they come with pre-made floor pans, and you just tack them in and weld them in, and then you basically grind down all the welds and basically paint it. That's about it. So, and then you can put your carpet back in, and that'll be something else I'll have to do. I'll have to order new carpets and under padding for it because all this carpet's been sitting for 9 years, and it's just rotted and it smells. It's just not really nice. So, don't want to be driving around with that kind of mold and dust particles flying in the air. And plus, you want a nice, clean smelling car. But anyways, yeah. So I did that tonight. I took out all the panels in the back end. I labeled all the little different pieces and parts and bagged them up in Ziploc bags. And then I got all the panels sitting over in the corner there. So they're all marked, and I know where to put them when I put them back in. If I decide to put them back in, I'm not too sure yet because they're in rough shape too, and I don't know exactly what I'm going to do with the back seat yet. I may not put back seats back in it. So I don't know. Tell me what you think. Maybe what would you do with it? Would you put the back seats in, or would you not, or do you care? So that's one thing that's crossed my mind as far as that is the back seats. But I might just put like a stereo system in the back or something. But that's all in time. So moving forward, I have a pretty good announcement to make in regards to the build. I'm very, very, very interested to see if I can get this car started. And now I have everything I need. So as far as I know, I have everything I need to get the car started. Now I've got the new starter. I've changed the oil. I've turned it over at the pulleys, and it turns over really well. We got off to a little bit of a rough start. It kind of like it felt like it was all seized up, but actually, once we poured a little bit of oil down the engine block, and it turned over really quick. So it's not seized at all. It's actually turning quite freely, which is what you want. So I think it's going to start no problem. Uh, Other than that, though, I mean, I'm not too sure about the ignition. There's a lot of as I've been looking at the motor and taking the spark plugs out and that, there's a lot of like wires I see that aren't connected and stuff like that. So we might have a little bit of a issue, or we might have to kind of troubleshoot to see what's going on. But first of all, we're gonna probably just bypass the ignition anyways, and and then obviously we're gonna bypass the gas through the system. We're just gonna pump it in through a jerry can, and hopefully we can get it fired up. And once we get it fired up and get it, and I think it's a good solid engine, which I believe it is. Uh, the next step will be to pull the engine out, pull the transmission out, clean it all up, make it look really nice, And then I'm going to have to put in a new firewall, I believe. Not too sure about that yet, but there's some really soft spots in the firewall. I'll just kind of give you a quick peek. I don't know if you can tell, but stuff like in here, you can, oops, sorry. Stuff like in here, it's kind of rusty, but we'll see. We'll see how it cleans up. And I really want to do a nice job and clean up the engine bay and get all the rust and neglect out of this car and get it back breathing again. So that's the big thing for Wednesday. That's coming up in a couple of days. My brother-in-law Ron's going to come over and help me do that. Thanks, Ron. You've been a great help. But anyways, and before I leave, guys, I just wanted to touch base with you guys in regards to like why I'm doing this, and I did a little bit before in the first video, but I think sometimes in life we all like think we have limitations and we can't do things, and it's taken me a long time in life to realize that most things are possible. You can do a lot in life, and you can do a lot of things that interest you, and this is one thing that I've always kind of wanted to do. And and why not? Like, it doesn't really, it's going to cost a little bit of money, but so far it really hasn't cost me that much. It's just been a lot of effort and work, and but with that work and effort comes with learning, and that's pretty cool. I mean, I've already gained a lot of knowledge in this process, and gain a lot of knowledge in cars and engine block numbers and all kinds of different things in regards to cars. So that's been really cool, and I think that's really the whole point of this is trying to learn things, grow, and also I hope that I can inspire people to go after some of the things they want to do in life, and it may not be their big dreams, but it just in general, like a hobby or something cool that you can do. I know my son's going to be, he's helped me out a little bit, and my stepson's helped me out a little bit with things. So I mean, I think this is, and my oldest son, he drives now, and my stepson will be learning how to drive soon. So I mean, this is something that they can maybe drive here and there and enjoy, and we can go out together and have some fun, and maybe take it to the track one of these days. So anyways, that's one of the things that I was interested in trying to do, and I just want to communicate to you guys that I think that anyone can do stuff like this, and it's not hard. I mean, I know I'm probably going to be frustrated at times, and things aren't going to go the way I hope they do, but along the way I'm going to learn a lot. And believe me, I think that if I can get through this, I'll be better, and I think I'll want to do another one. I think I'll go for more of a classic car or a truck, a little bit more simpler when it comes to the electronics and stuff like that. But that's one of the things I want to do. But anyways, I told you it's going to be a shorter video, and it's kind of creeping into a longer one now. So anyways, guys, I really appreciate you joining me tonight, and I look forward to making better videos. I know this is, again, like I said before, this is not the best equipment and best setup and all that, but this is raw video. I wanted to keep it that way for now, because this is real, and this is not like editing and cutting out things, and I just, like, again, I really wanted to keep it real, so that real people like us can do stuff like this. But anyways, thanks for joining in. My name's Rick. It's Retro Rebuild 519. Subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell. Sorry about the light there, and join me on this journey. It's going to be a lot of fun. So anyways, guys, take care. Have a great night, and we'll see you soon.